Welcome to another shark review. Today, we're looking at Sharktopus versus Pteracuda. You have Sharktopus, which is already an octopus and a shark come together. Pteracuda, a piranha and a pterodactyl. That's original. So let's just get right into this movie.
So, for the plot of the movie, it has a scientist who creates a government weapon where it is a pterodactyl mixed with a piranha. Pteracuda. The government actually denies him to make it, but he makes it anyway because he thinks it's cool. Well, after a few minutes, it begins to go haywire and not listen to commands. What a surprise. Even the guy's henchmen make fun of him for it. Somewhere else is a water park where they have a Sharktopus. You see, one of the eggs at the end of the first Sharktopus movie got away or something, and this woman who trains animals finds it and has him in the water park. Well, the government ends up taking Sharktopus from her to stop Pteracuda, and then they fight. The plot, it was actually pretty decent. It wasn't total crap. It was actually decently well written. It gave me a good amount of laughs, and I did like how Sharktopus was reintroduced. They had a legit way of it being reintroduced. And in the movie, Pteracuda and Sharktopus fight multiple times in the movie, which is just always a plus in these kind of movies. Really hate when they hype up the whole movie and then fight for maybe 5 minutes. No. This movie, they fight multiple times throughout the movie, which gets a huge thumbs up from me. I gotta say, the plot was actually pretty alright in this movie. It's pretty rare in a shark movie, especially one that features a shark mixed with a fucking octopus. When it comes to the screen time for Sharktopus in this movie, I gotta say it actually kinda delivers. He's actually in it quite a bit and does quite a bit of stuff, and he's honestly in it almost as much as the original Sharktopus, and he's only one of two monsters. So Sharktopus isn't missing a good portion of the movie, which is always nice. I'm so sick of shark movies where they're barely in it. The other monster, Pteracuda, he's in it quite a bit as well. Not as much as Sharktopus, but, I mean, it's not his movie. But combined, they have a lot of screen time, more than one would imagine. I mean, the movie is about them. The beginning did not have a ton, but it definitely makes up for it in the middle, and especially the end. The first 10-15 minutes, I would have liked to see Sharktopus at all. So I mean, that's not perfect, but other than that, it's pretty good. I will say I was moderately pleased with how much we got of the monsters. It's like they understood what we wanted to see. The shark kills in this movie were also pretty good for the most part. Most of them, I will say, were a rehash of kills from the first movie in terms of creativity. So I guess it gets a pass this time. I mean, it's only one movie they're doing it. But I will say that pretty much all of them are rehashes from the previous movie. However, they do look better here. Pteracuda is where the new kills are, and these are good. It's really rare when we have a flying monster. Most of them usually mix it up on land or water, so this is really nice. It's really nice to see it mixed up like this. The CGI, it was not great for either of them, but it was decent enough. It was much better than the last movie, but this came out years later, so I would expect it to. It looks passable, I guess. I mean, it's not so bad, it's good, but it's not really horrible either. It's just kind of mediocre. The acting in this movie was funny. The main scientist who's in charge of pretty much everything, it was very clear that he does not give a shit about anything going on. He drinks, he's just trying to get out of the country, he's just trying to get the hell out. He wants to leave, whatever. It's hilarious. I just love everything this guy does. He just doesn't give a fuck. Everything he does is funny. There really isn't anything he does that is not funny in some way. Everything he says, the way he talks, his entire demeanor is just I don't give a fuck what is going on. They're not paying me enough for this movie. It's good. He's an actual actor also. He's the dad on Lindsay something. Everyone else in this movie was pretty piss poor. Some of them seemingly tried, but you can only try so much when the movie's about a shark-octopus hybrid fighting a Pteracuda. The main two characters were decent enough, I guess. Some of the other side characters, though, in this movie that didn't end up going anywhere in terms of plot were just hilarious, honestly, for all the wrong reasons. They were just funny. And the movie totally knows it too. They just really were almost in on this whole joke, I guess. It was Like, they just knew that it was stupid, and they just went along with it anyway, and just went along with it. Like, they just knew it was funny, so they tried to be funny as well, which is this movie. I think the most notable part of the acting is that Conan O'Brien is actually in the movie. He actually makes a cameo. It's about 2 minutes long. I remember seeing this actually live back a number of years ago and was like, what the fuck is he doing in this movie? His part is pretty funny, though.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there's his head.
But the acting as a whole is pretty funny, that's for sure. So overall, I gotta say this is actually a pretty good shark film. The movie is actually funny, it's pretty lighthearted, it doesn't take itself too seriously, and has a decent enough plot with okay writing. The acting is just funny, and it's like, it just knows that the premise is not the greatest, and it goes along with it. It's not a movie you take very seriously, but it's more like just in not give a shit mode, and I honestly gotta say it just tries to be funny, and it works. It's funny. Obviously, the movie has a few little issues, but besides that, it's a pretty good shark movie. It's easily the best in the Sharktopus series. So on the shark scale, I'm gonna have to give this one a 4 out of 5. It was pretty great, actually. If you're a sharkaholic, you should check this one out. It's definitely better than most shark movies I've seen, and it does something I appreciate where it doesn't take itself too seriously, like the fucking Mega Shark series. It knows it's stupid. The Sharktopus and Pteracuda are in like the whole movie, and honestly, I gotta praise this movie for just being funny and knowing it and being self-aware. So I'll see you guys on the next review. See you.